It's like they're trying to sell me a cruise.
Sound like a lead to me.
No, it wasn't.
All right.
Lead. Are we doing this like old school style, like don't cheat?
Yeah, don't cheat. This is Byron Lazine and Nicole White, and you are tuned in to episode 66 of The Real Word.
Word is up. Ooh, I actually
Word is
got
up.
yelled at from my family yesterday because I was telling them about my line, word is up.
Yeah.
And my son was very disappointed. Well, so I have my thing. They always talk about
Word.
Yeah, they always talk about my case. And he was really upset that I don't say holla anymore.
Huh.
I didn't even realize that I was saying it regularly. Was that something that I used to say regularly?
That's a regular comment
Yeah.
of yours.
So then my husband's
Quote.
like, yeah, like you need to, word is up, isn't, you need to say holla.
Holla.
So
You're back.
We'll slow it down.
Which one was that? Ben or was that?
It was Ben.
It was Ben.
Ben micromanages.
The holla is
me.
back. Well, it's probably a good thing that he's on your game. All right, so I don't think it was like a couple episodes ago. We said, maybe it was on my Instagram story, which is at Byron Lazine, by the way. We always link up my Instagram. Do we link up Nicole's?
Yes.
We don't have to if we don't already.
Wow.
Anyways,
well, I'm so happy to be sitting here today.
We did mention that we were going to do a full book review on our buddy Eric's new book, The BA, The Broke Agent. I don't think he wants me telling people his real name.
No, it's so funny that you said that because we went live last week, and he was commenting as I was going live.
That's right.
And he's like, "Hello, Nicole. Hello. Why are you not here?" And I didn't even know it was him.
Because you saw his regular name on Facebook.
I saw his normal. Yeah, and I usually call him BA.
Yeah.
So that was funny.
BA's a really fun dude.
Sorry,
we're gonna lead off the show with Racket number 1. Is this book worth buying? Is it a complete racket, or should you go out and purchase it? Nicole, I know you've read the book in full.
I have read the book.
Tell me your favorite part.
Well, I think we both agreed, probably by page 3, that you and I are not.
I go grab ibuprofen from the.
We are not comic
from the cabinet.
book readers at all.
You could color this one in. Did you notice that?
It's kind of funny that you said that because I'm thinking that this would be a fun thing to bring home. So I thought that it was fine. I did giggle. I giggled at the game. The game was probably my favorite one. I laughed.
Out of the 2 that you read? No,
I read more than you did. I definitely read more than you did.
He does get a lot. Is that TF stuff in there?
No, yeah. Well, I'm there, but this was actually he was using what he learned. So he said, "I've texted 10 times, poked her on Facebook, and messaged her on LinkedIn." And he goes, "The full court press, eh? Who is Brenda again? I don't remember you prospecting a buyer named Brenda." He says, "I matched with her on Christian Mingle over a year ago. I'm applying the same follow-up strategy to girls that I would with real estate prospects." Genius, right? So it was sort of, it was a funny thing, and he's Venmoing our money to respond. So I liked the game. That was my favorite.
Oh, he'll get a response if he Venmos money, for sure.
For sure.
It'll be a thank you.
Which one was your favorite?
Well, I did read this one here on page 90.
Was that the only one you read?
The Myth, the Fairy, talking about Mr.
There's
Tom
a lot of Tom Ferries in here.
TF's quote here on the back was, here is my quote, "Advanced praise for a terrific book I'll never read." Here's what Tom knows that I know is that Eric, the BA, is such a good dude. It's almost worth praising the book without reading it.
Yeah.
I will say you can skip over the Man, the Myth, the Fairy section on page 90. That one really wasn't worth a read. He's talking about the Sales Success Summit, which is where you met the BA.
Yeah, I did. We had so much fun.
Year.
He decided to run too for some reason, which
that's right. And actually,
I don't know that I'd ever encourage again, but that was fun to. We actually it was like. I feel like we just hung out with him for 3 days straight.
We had a great time. He's a great guy.
So fun. Oh, and he was the only one that's ever done the three He was the threesome thing. He was the only
We
one.
did not do a threesome with the BA. I want to make that very clear for everybody that follows the BA on Instagram. We did not.
But he was
a three-way with the BA.
He was our first and maybe only podcast. With a third.
That's correct.
Yes.
We did a real word, if you remember back. I don't remember the episode, but go back and check out the real word.
That made our highlight reel. Remember, we were we were arguing on that trip.
We were.
Yeah.
Well, at that moment, we certainly were.
Well,
So I'll be at the Success Summit again. I don't know if the BA is going to come back out, but you know what's better than this book? Why don't you play the Instagram story, Suave? Play this Instagram story right here of the BA and his athletic skills.
That was awesome when we were in Anaheim.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Yeah. Look at him go. You see him weaving in and out.
Yeah. Don't ever do it again.
Don't ever do that again.
Don't ever do that again.
But do I think you should go out and buy the book?
Absolutely.
I do, because if you ever got a chance to meet the BA, you'd understand where his wittiness comes from. You'd understand that he's not poking fun at the industry, although he is, but he's doing it so that we can have a outlet to comment and kind of let off some of the steam.
Yeah.
Here's my advice to agents that I see trying to mimic what he's doing on IG with these memes where they're basically making fun of clients and this type of stuff. Bad idea.
Bad idea.
Leave that to the BA.
Yes.
He's broke in real estate for a reason.
Yes.
Use his comment section to blow off your steam.
Yes.
Don't repost those memes, okay?
If anything, though, he does have another Instagram page. It's Bad Real Estate Photos. Why don't you share your photos with him? He'd love that.
Send in your competitors' terrible photos to the BA, and he'll post them on Bad Real Estate Pics, the IG handle. Let's post both of his handles in the
But yes, I did. I giggled at the game. Eric. So thank you for the book. I appreciate it.
Thanks for the book. It'll be on the coffee table for years and years to come. We'll
yeah, but again, you got the letter.
Yes, I got a letter, and then you were in the PS section.
I included a copy for Nicole, of course.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Of course.
All right, thanks, BA. Racket number 2, the new Coldwell Banker logo. They revealed it last week at Gen Blue. In fact, I was in New York. I was at Sales Edge.
Congratulations.
For what?
You said. Well, I guess it was more of a reveal. Usually, you're a vealer. You're an unvealer.
We can go back to
Unveils.
all the real words where I don't speak correctly. But today's a new day.
New day.
And so I was in New York. I was at Tom Ferry Sales Edge. There was a bunch of people from the Northeast there. We had some people from our team there. Nicole was not there.
Holding the fort down.
But you were holding the fort down, doing a great job.
Thank you. Thanks.
But we had some Coldwell Banker people fly in mid-Sales Edge from Gen Blue. I'm not going to say any names. I will say that they weren't too outrageously impressed with the new logo.
I think I texted you about it. I texted to you and I said these people should be fired. I think that's what I texted.
We're definitely going to pop up
that's what I said.
The new logo. To me, it was like, I think they're trying to go with the Dallas Cowboy thing. The color's already there, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if the blue's a little darker. Maybe not. It's the same blue.
I think it's the same blue. They would never change their blue. The star is just, I feel like, first of all, the star is done. People don't hang stars on the side of your house anymore. I'm sort of done with the star. But it almost looks like an asterisk. Like it's you had to read the fine print.
It's part of an ongoing rebranding effort known as Project North Star.
I'm surprised they didn't even use the same font. Like the C and the B font. Like maybe they should keep the font similar and sort of mingle it together. But I just don't the star makes zero sense to me.
The branding symbolizes the brand's position in real estate as a consistent, reliable presence guiding us all home.
Oh, that's the star? Oh, so it's like the North Star.
Yeah.
It's like the guiding star.
Yeah, they're guiding you home.
Interesting. Okay. I feel like, though, your logo is failing if there has to be a definition for it.
Yeah. So here's what I will say is every time I see stuff come back every year from Gen Blue, it looks like a really good conference. It really does. Gen Blue looks like, maybe it's the blue lights. It looks a little intoxicating. And I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Not that I.
Like they're pumping the oxygen in.
Not that I would go to Coldwell Banker. I'm just saying
pumping
here.
It in.
I don't think their event looks pretty cool.
I was a Coldwell Banker agent for a little bit. I didn't go to a Gen Blue.
No.
I did go to the Breakers though. They sent me to the Breakers.
Okay.
Yeah, that was fun.
I was hanging out with some Remax peeps over the last week too, and I guess they're in their marketplace. I haven't seen it in our marketplace, but their logo. I know they did a rebranding of their logo about a year ago. Remember that? They tweaked the balloon and stuff. They also did that to their signs, and so in their markets, the signs are now not the red and blue. They're a lot of white. And so it doesn't have the same impact, which I thought, I know they felt like it was a mistake. I thought that was a mistake because with a Remax sign, like, it means real estate, it means the Remax brand.
Yeah,
that
you
see
the balloon and you know it's
sign.
Remax.
Yeah.
I just hate the balloon. That's my biggest, I'm just.
That one, I set it up for her.
Yeah, I'd have a really hard time.
Would you rather have a balloon or a star?
I'd rather a star.
You're a shining star, Nicole.
Wow. A lot of smoke today here, Byron.
A love there for you.
Love it.
All right, I think it's a Racket too. I just I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't know what else to say.
I just feel like if you're like, and again, with the amount of money that Coldwell Banker, I'm certain has, like, that's it. That's what you come up with.
Here's the one thing. While I think the logo change was unnecessary, and I guess in our definition of Racket, what I would say to you guys is focus less on your logo and more on your brand.
Right.
The reason Coldwell Banker is not going to get hurt by their logo, or Remax hasn't with a balloon as their logo, is because their brand is so powerful.
Absolutely.
Right? And logo and brand are two different things.
Totally
There
different.
are certainly some people that confuse the
For
two.
sure. If anything, though, the logo launch just sort of pops them back into the news. I mean, it's not a horrible thing.
We like to come up with logos on the marketing side.
We do all the time.
We
and
like
names and
come
domains.
Up with brands for like a Friday post.
Why not? I mean.
And I believe in that. I believe in branding everything you do, and don't cripple yourself by the creative around the logo. I don't think this is going to hold Coldwell Banker back.
Oh, interesting. That's like your 5 a.m. call this morning. The idea guy versus the doer.
Yeah, that was Tom Toole's.
I
5 a.m.
know.
call.
And then he said that the idea guy blows or something. I can
touch on that a little bit for you if you want.
Oh my gosh, so funny though, because look, I was going to send it to you this morning because you guys were sort of going back and forth about it, and of course I immediately think that it's like all about me. So
you thought we were talking about you on the 5 a.m. call?
No, just like
there's 1,200 people part of this group, by the way. If you want to go 5amcall.com.
Because I feel like I'm the idea guy.
You are the idea guy. You do need an idea guy or gal.
Yeah,
in this
so
case.
I wrote it. I wrote UG on it.
More
because Tom Toole wrote F the idea guy.
Yeah, F the idea guy.
So
well, more importantly, you need an execution strategy to all these ideas.
I have got great ideas.
Nicole is filled with ideas.
Let me take a really long shower and I'll come up with even more.
And I said idea correctly every single time. I lost the R at the end of it this time.
I didn't even realize
I've been training myself for a while.
You used to say idea?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
For like 30
you must be
years.
from like Griswold or something.
Yeah. All right. Racket number 3. Remax and Redfin form an alliance. When I was forwarded the email last week from a Remax agent, minutes after the news broke, I was like, whoa. I thought it was a much stronger alliance than it is. This is more of a lead referral alliance. It looks like mostly right now in Canada, maybe a little bit in the States, but mostly in Canada. We always link up these articles too, by the way, everything that we're referencing. So this one that we're referencing is an Inman article. We'll link that up. But to me, we're talking about leads, from what I understand, under a certain price point. It certainly, to me, speaks that Redfin has an overflow of leads in these zip codes. They're talking about 5,000 U.S. zip codes and then throughout all of Canada. So it's probably a place where there's not a lot of Redfin agents. If you go on to Yelp or wherever and you look up reviews of Redfin agents, they are much lower ranked than other agencies, right? Like we went over that recently.
Right.
So it made a lot of sense to me where it's like, we know Remax, the brand overall in US and in Canada, has really strong agents throughout that brand. Like we get that, right?
Yeah. And they're like a units. Like they're like units.
Yeah, they just plow through them.
Yeah.
So that made sense to me. It's like, okay, Redfin, you actually have what I think many people would consider the real threat maybe to Zillow on a website. Like people use that website. People love that website. They have a lot of traffic on it. Now, what do you need when you have traffic? You need somewhere to generate and push those leads. I don't know if this is a test to push more leads and then shift away from going after agents. I thought it was interesting. Remax agents are not going to be held to the same discount standards that these Redfin agents. So they're already manipulating their,
well, but
the way they do
Redfin
business.
gets a referral. So I mean, Redfin ends up just turning into really, like you're saying, like a lead generator for the Remax agents.
Redfin
like,
gets
why
a
not?
25% referral, so it's not like an Op City getting 35 to 40%. It's not like HomeLight getting 35 to 40. It's 25%.
Right.
Other existing partner areas, that fee is 30%, but for what we're talking about here, it looks like 25%. To qualify to sign up, the Remax agent, must have closed at least 5 transaction sides in the past 12 months and at least 15 transactions overall. So they're looking for someone that can provide a certain minimum level of experience for the client. I think this is really smart.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a racket at all.
Not at
all. I
all.
think that a lot of these tech companies that think they're going to be doing a little bit of everything should take a page out of this Redfin book and give their leads over to the professionals of the industry.
Yeah, no, I think it's brilliant. I mean, I feel like it's a win-win on both sides. I mean, we're our brokerage is part of the leading real. I mean, a little different because obviously they're real sort of brokerages teaming up. But I mean, I think it's brilliant. I think it's a great move for Remax.
And these are 2 real brokerages. I mean,
no,
Redfin's
but I hear you.
Yeah.
I get it. I'm hearing you. But I think I don't think it's a racket at all.
I don't either.
I think that we'll probably see more and more. If they're not jumping in with this group, I mean, there certainly will probably be additional groups forming, in my mind.
Agree, 100,000%. All right, if you've got a comment, if you've got a topic, if you read the book, which, by the way, this feels like a sponsorship. He didn't send us any money. We just like the dude.
He's a good guy.
If you read the book, if you plan on reading the book, if you like cartoons or coloring books or whatever the hell this thing is.
Or you like the CBA run.
Drop us a comment. Tell us if you like the Instagram story that Nicole captured when we were in California last year.
So fun.
If you're a Remax agent, love to know your thoughts. Please drop us a comment and definitely subscribe if you're on the YouTube. Leave us a 5-star on Apple Podcast.
Wow.
Do it all for us if you can.
Do it all.
If you're a fan of the show, we're replying back to every comment now on YouTube. Thank you, Harry, for keeping us accountable to that. At least me. I don't know. I don't see Nicole on there too much. But we're going to get better. We get better every single
day. Every day.
And for you guys out there, keep it real. Until next time.
Bye.